Hey everybody, Coach Adam here with another weekly video update. I want to start off by giving a shout out to all of our junior cats. We had our last practice last night on Thursday, and it was a lot of fun. We played games the whole time. It was a blast. We might have to do that every practice from now on. But in all seriousness, we had a great season with you guys. So proud of how much you progressed throughout the year, and it was just a ton of fun. I know you were a little wild and crazy, but man, we had a lot of fun with you. So thank you, kids. Thank you, parents. And we look forward to seeing you next year. Other stuff going on. We got Wrestlers of the Week. Rocco, David, Tyler. Super proud of you guys. I know not all of you have been wrestling in tournaments. Some of you have been wrestling in a lot of tournaments. But biggest thing is we've seen you progress throughout this season so much. You've actually been on the list for Wrestlers of the Week for a long time. And I'm glad you guys finally got it. So keep up the good work. Super proud of you. And we're looking forward to seeing you progress throughout this whole wrestling thing that we do. So keep it up. Proud of you. As far as stuff coming up, we got Super Bowl squares. Those are completely full now. So thank you to all those who contributed. And we will end up sending out that final board as soon as we can. But the couple big things. One, the end of the season banquet. This is going to be a blast. All the kids, we want them all there. We're going to go to Untitled Trampoline Park. It's going to be March 23rd, and it's from 6 to 8 p.m. It's just one of those times where we kind of get together, celebrate the season. We talk a little bit with the kids and as a whole team, and we hand out some awards, have some food, have some fun, all sorts of good stuff. So, some things we need from parents. Number one, please RSVP as soon as you can. We need a good idea of the numbers that we're gonna have there, and there is an RSVP right there on the email. And then also, if you don't want to wait in line when you get there, on the email there is a waiver that you can print off and fill out and just bring with you. Otherwise, you're going to have to wait in line to get registered and do the waiver and stuff like that. It just takes some time. But then the other thing is I want to make sure you're aware is that Fox Valley, we cover all the costs for anybody who's involved with Fox Valley. But if you bring in any siblings, please make sure that you register them at the door, and you'll just have to pay for them separately. But this is going to be a blast. It's March 23rd, like I said, at Altitude Trampoline Park in Oswego. So mark your calendars, RSVP, and we'll see you there. Other special event coming up, the IHSA State Finals Field Trip is on February 19th, coming right up. There's a ton of information on the email as regards to what that day is going to actually look like, and some specifics of what we need from parents or who are those who are involved. So please check that out and make sure if you have any questions you reach out. This Sunday we're in Barrington at the Bronco Invite. The big difference between this one is it's an on-site weigh-in. I know they said they were going to have weigh-ins on Saturday. That is no longer the case, so just check the email with any information on there. And then also I put a map on there for parking, so check that out as well. But the final regular season tournament is going to be February 20th. This is the last hurrah before we get into postseason. And there's some information on the email about that one, but that's out in Tinley Park. And it's going to be a normal tournament, just like any other tournament. It's going to be another big one. But if you're planning on registering, you can get online and do that as soon as possible. But then we come into the postseason stuff, and it's about that time of the year we start thinking about postseason. We got things like regional, sectional, state. We got things like the Bantam Championship. We got things like the Midget State Tournament. I mean, we got all sorts of postseason stuff coming up. So I try to combine that all in one little section on the email if you want to read through that. But the big thing is regionals. So for regionals, on February 27th, it is hosted at that Naperville Athletic Center that we've already been to once this year. And everybody can wrestle in it. I know our junior cats are kind of done for this season, but tots and bantams, you are welcome to wrestle in it. And it goes kind of like a normal tournament. You'll have a 4-man round robin, and you just wrestle. But as for our intermediates, novice, and seniors, it's treated like an actual postseason tournament. You have to place top 6 in order to advance. So top 6 will get to go to sectionals the following Saturday in Wheaton, so we'll be there. And then from there, you get to advance to the IKWF state meet. So this is where our postseason begins. So the big thing is, if you're planning on going to regionals, please get on the line as soon as you can and get registered so we can kind of have an idea of who is going to go, because we got to start putting things together for our seating meeting and whatnot. But then one more big announcement. We've been waiting for this for a long time, and it is finally here. We are launching the Fox Valley Spring Freestyle and Greco program. And what this is it's basically the international style of wrestling. It is catered towards our middle school and high school kids, so it's more for the older kids. But it runs in the spring. We're bringing in a lot of coaches. We got coaches from the high school over at Nequa. We've got coaches from North Central College that are coming in. And, man, this is just, we're super excited for this. So if you have any interest in that, please check it out. There's a lot of specifics on the email and a flyer that we sent out, and that can be registered for on the website. But outside of that, we got the wrestling mindset stuff. I put a new link on there. We got the safety protocols, we got the competition expectations, and we got the current tournament registration. Same stuff as we always have. So please check all that out. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. But once again, thanks again to all of our junior cats. Thanks again to those junior cat parents. We had an awesome season with you. You will always be a part of the Fox Valley family, even though your season's over, and we look forward to seeing you next year. So, here's to the family.